All right, let's talk about cryptocurrency. I know, it can feel super complicated, but what if we could explain the whole thing with a simple story about bananas? Let's dive in.
Seriously, just for a few minutes, forget about dollars, yen, whatever. I want you to imagine a world where the only thing that matters is the banana. It sounds a little goofy, I get it, but trust me, it's actually the perfect way to get your head around how this whole new digital money thing works.
So, in our little jungle story, before we had bananas, all the monkeys used leaves as money. You can think of leaves as, our traditional money system. But as you're about to see, the leaf system, well, it's got some pretty big problems.
Okay, so this slide really gets right to the heart of it. On one side, you've got leaves, our old money, which is all controlled by the big banks, it's slow, and it costs you extra. And on the other side, you've got bananas, run by the entire community, super fast, and way more secure. This is the big idea, the fundamental promise of crypto, right here.
Let's break that down a bit. The big monkey banks control the whole leaf system, right? And of course, they take a little piece of every single transaction. If you want to send leaves to another jungle, oh man, that can take forever. Plus, they can just decide to print more leaves whenever they want, which makes your pile of leaves worth less. We call that inflation. And what if you can't even get to a bank? Or what if it's closed for the weekend? It's a system with a lot of gatekeepers, and that means less control for the average monkey.
So, the monkeys got totally fed up with all the problems with leaves, and they came up with this brilliant idea, a new kind of money for everyone, controlled by everyone. They created the banana.
So how are bananas so much better? Well, for starters, the entire troop is in charge, not just one bank. Sending bananas is super fast, even to monkeys on the other side of the world. And here's a huge one. Some types of bananas have a fixed supply. Nobody can just make more out of thin air, which is a great way to fight inflation. The banana market is always open, 24/7, and any monkey can get in on the action. It's a total power shift, from the banks to the community.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. If there are no banks, how on earth does everyone keep track of who has which bananas? This is where the real magic happens. It's all about a shared, public memory system that's pretty amazing.
So, instead of some private bank ledger hidden away in a vault, the monkeys use a giant public rock. Every single time a banana changes hands, the details of that trade are carved right onto this rock for the whole troop to see. This big rock is what we call a block.
So here's how it works, step by step. Let's say Monkey A wants to send a banana to Monkey B. A special group of monkeys, we'll call them miners, jump in to verify that the transaction is real. Then, they etch it onto the current block. But here's the clever part. All these miners then race to solve a really complex puzzle, like a secret code for that block. The first one to crack it gets to add their new block to the chain for everyone to see. Now, this whole puzzle-solving competition has a name. It's called proof of work. And it's the very thing that keeps the entire system secure and honest. Since all the other monkeys can instantly check if the winner's code is right, it's incredibly hard to cheat. And get this, as a reward for all that hard work, the winning miner gets brand new bananas. That is literally how new crypto is born.
And here is what makes the whole system so incredibly secure. Each new block isn't just floating around by itself. It's cryptographically linked to the one that came right before it. This creates a chain of blocks, a blockchain. See? If you wanted to go back and change an old transaction, you wouldn't just change one block. You'd have to resolve the puzzle for every single block that came after it. It's pretty much impossible.
Okay, so the technology is fascinating, for sure. But using and investing in bananas isn't all sunshine and fun. It is a wild, unpredictable jungle out there, and you really need to be aware of the dangers. Have you ever seen something's price just go to the moon, and you get that intense fear of missing out? Well, in the banana world, they have a name for that, aping. It's when monkeys see the value of a new banana shooting up, and they just jump in and buy it without doing any real research, all driven by pure hype and excitement.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? If stocks are a smooth car ride, crypto is a rocket-powered roller coaster. The volatility is just on another planet. The highs can be absolutely insane, but the drops, they can be just as fast and just as brutal.
And you can see the difference right here. It's stark. The normal ups and downs you see in the stock market are leaves. They're basically nothing compared to the wild swings of the crypto market. The potential for a huge reward is matched by an equally huge potential for risk.
So how does some monkeys even deal with a ride that crazy? Well, one of the most popular strategies is something called hodling. It basically means holding on for dear life. You buy your bananas and you just hold them, riding out all the massive price swings with the belief that in the long run, they'll be worth a lot more.
But you absolutely have to watch out for scams. And a rug pull is one of the most common ones. A group of shady monkeys will create a new banana coin. They'll promote it like crazy on social media, get everyone to buy in, and then, once the price is super high, they sell all of their bananas at once. The price crashes to zero, and they run away with everyone else's money, leaving them with worthless bananas. It's brutal.
And look, there are other real concerns beyond just scams. That proof-of-work mining we talked about, it uses a massive amount of electricity, which is a big environmental issue. Crypto has also gotten a reputation for being used in illegal activities. And while the network itself is secure, individual monkeys can still get their digital bananas stolen by hackers. And let's be real, you still can't go buy your groceries with bananas at most stores. So after all of that, the good, the bad, the totally volatile, what does the future actually hold for our bananas? Where's this all even going?
The banana world has just exploded. I mean, there are thousands of different types out there now. Some of them are really serious projects trying to solve big problems. And others, well, others were literally started as jokes and then somehow became incredibly valuable. It's a very strange, very crowded jungle out there.
Ultimately, opinion is just sharply divided. You've got one camp of monkeys who are true believers. They think bananas are the absolute future of finance and will eventually replace leaves altogether. And then you have the skeptics, the other monkeys, who see the whole thing as a giant speculative bubble. Just a risky distraction that's never going to be truly mainstream.
And that, right there, is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? Is this a revolutionary new way of thinking about money? Or is it just a passing craze? Honestly, no one knows for sure. But now at least you understand what the big debate is all about. Thanks for tuning in.